How to deal with money worries you can't solve. When you're a chronic worrier, unsolvable worries can be highly toxic to your physical and mental well-being. If your worries happen to be about money, you may think that your problems are unsolvable. You've got to learn how to distinguish between those problems you can solve and those you can't in a realistic manner. Dealing with worries you can't possibly solve means that you must be in touch with your emotions and find out why you're so anxious about something you have no control over. Worrying about a nuclear war falls under this category. It will likely never happen, but you may be obsessing over it anyway. When you begin to obsess about a problem, stop a minute and try to answer the following questions. 1. Is it really true? And secondly, are you sure that it's true? Are you in imminent danger? Could you let the way you feel about it go? An Indian sage once pointed out the following. There are only two kinds of problems, he said. Those I can do something about, and those I can't. If I can do something about them, then there's no sense in me worrying about them, is there? And if I can do nothing about them, then there's no sense in me worrying about them either, is there? Do you realise the odds are actually in favour of everything turning out okay? Have you been watching too much news? The news reports on the exceptional. The truth is, most countries are not at war, most planes don't crash, most people will never be the victims of crime, and so on. That isn't to say you should be blasé about life, but there's no need to live in fear either. Are you projecting yourself onto or into an imaginary future where catastrophic events are happening? If you're running those kinds of mental horror movies, take their power away by mentally running them backwards or having Bugs Bunny run across the screen in your mind. The silliness of doing that kind of thing not only takes the emotional sting away, but it puts you in control of your mind, rather than the other way around. Unsolvable problems have no action that you can take. For example, what if my child gets into a car accident? Or what if my husband has an affair? Are problems which haven't happened and which you can do nothing about. They don't deserve your focus. Money worries, however, are always solvable. But to prevent them recurring, you have to take the sting out of them too. Solvable worries are those where you have some control and can make a decision to take action. What most people fail to realise is that external actions are mostly only a kind of band-aid. First, you must take inner action and change your mindset. Ask yourself if, in this exact moment, you're in any kind of danger from your financial situation. For example, if it's below freezing and your heating is about to be cut off, then yes, you do need to find a way to pay the bill or stay warm. But the chances are, right now, you're warm, clothed, and not hungry. Counterintuitive though it sounds, let go of your feelings about your financial situation. Easier said than done? Well, first realise that no amount of worrying about money has ever solved a money problem. Second, have you ever noticed that you can watch your thoughts? Just try it now. Close your eyes for a few seconds and just watch your thoughts about anything. You can pause the video if you like. Did you discover that you can do that? Well, who's watching and who's thinking? The watcher is detached and relaxed, like when you're watching a TV soap opera. You can get caught up in the story, and there's still a part of you that knows none of it's real. You're on your sofa, safe and well. You can't and never will solve a money problem while you worry about it. And if you still can't let the worry go, get up and move. Dance, sing a song, play guitar, whatever makes you feel good, but physically move. Then, and only then, brainstorm for solutions. Sit with a pen and paper and write down all the ways you can think of for making money. Don't censor. You'll be amazed how many ideas will pop into your head once you've detached from the worry. Write without stopping for a good 10 minutes. Fill the page, or several pages. Then go back through your ideas and see if you can take action on any of them. I once got offered a $1,000 deal overnight when I was desperate for money using this crazy sounding method. The solution doesn't have to be a flawless one, but when you're focused on what you can do about a situation, the worry melts away and a plan of action takes its place. That's much more empowering than constant worry. Taking action dissolves worries quickly. Rather than crying and feeling sorry for yourself, you're actually taking the steps needed to rid yourself of unnecessary anguish that's hard on your body and mind. You can take this to the next level because you can actually attract money and opportunities. Your mind is so much more powerful than we allow ourselves to believe. If you'd like to know how to magnetize a flow of cash and have permanent peace of mind about money, please check out my program, Stop Worrying and Grow Rich. Just go to http://wizardofwisdom.com/stopworryingaboutmoney. wizardofwisdom.com/stopworryingaboutmoney. I've included soothing hypnosis recordings to easily remove those negative beliefs about money. See for yourself. wizardofwisdom.com/stopworryingaboutmoney. Click it now.